guy sprawling out there. It almost cost him as the puck got behind him. But his defense was able to clear the puck out of the zone.
Now Livingston back at full strength. They will have the man advantage for 54 seconds. Circling in his own zone is Piandasi, and he sends it to center. Loose there. Taken back by Dave Garrett across the blue line. Garrett winds up, shoots, save made off the right pad and deflected. Kept in by Brad Whitman. Piandasi chasing it. Intercepted by Julich. Looking in front. Julich still with the puck. In front. Garrett couldn't get the stick down. Brad Whitman shot bounces back to center ice where Garrett regrouped for Livingston. 23 seconds left in the penalty. Julich shoots in and off the boards. Chasing it down is Jeff Peacock. Piandasi gets to it. Peacock bumps him off the play. Julich has it. Katropa steers it to the far boards. Back to the point to Brad Whitman. Plays it off the boards to Peacock. Both teams back at full strength as Piandasi clears it to center zone. Picked up there by Chris Murphy. Good forechecking all night long by Livingston as Garino winds it in. Steered behind the net. And Livingston will start out one more time. And it shut all the way down, but it will be a shot on goal. Save made by Katropa.
Bruce, for the first time in a long time, there is nobody in the penalty box. It's empty for both teams.
Beatrice with the steal. Shalea couldn't get off the backhander. And racing out of the zone is Vivino. Vivino across the blue line, bumped off the play by Lonnie Schaefer. Loose in front. Shot from the point by Stevens. A screen shot just a little bit too wide. And now some pushing and shoving in front of the left side of the goaltender, Mayer. Watch Katropa, Jeff, on that sliding save.
There goes the puck coming in. Maloney just could not get his stick to it as Katropa slid out, steered the puck aside, then it comes out in front. You can see the puck getting by Katropa, but his defenseman made a good play to clear it out of the zone.
That young man has a lot of heart.
He sure does. He's going in. Hey, let's face it, this game means everything to both these teams. It's the state championship. Katropa, 1.5 goals against in this state tournament play. He has been all over. He has been a tower of strength. And it looks like, Bruce, we have a couple more penalties coming up.
Frank D'Amico.
Line up for cross-checking. What's his number?
Let's listen in.
He's got 2 for roughing and 2 for holding.
Right.
How many minutes?
So 2 will go off for roughing, 2 will go off for holding. Penalty occurring just to the left side of Mayer. That big pile up in front of the goal.
Well, I know Carl Chalet is going to go off for Livingston. He was one of the Livingston players involved in that pile up in front of the net. For Brick, looks like Frank D'Amico.
Here's what's happening. D'Amico is getting 4 minutes of penalty time, and Chalea will get 2.
They're going to give Chalet a cross-checking penalty, and D'Amico's going to get 2 for roughing and 2 for holding.
So coincidental minors plus the additional 2 minutes to D'Amico, and Livingston will have the man advantage. And it has been a power play night. No team able to put the puck home. That's the viewpoint Ed Purdy has.
13:29, the time of the 2 penalties, and Livingston will have the man advantage for 2 minutes.
1:31 to go in the second period of play. No score between Livingston and Brick. They will both start with 4 skaters. Livingston will end up with the man advantage for the final 2 minutes. So for the first 2, they'll both play with 1 man down. Puck loose, regrouping is Brick. That's Scott Vivino. Vivino shooting it out to center, intercepted by Beatrice, gets by a 1-man, shoots, save Katropa, and he hangs on.
Katropa looked like he lost that puck for a second in his jersey, and as he did, Tracy skated in front of that net for Livingston, but Katropa was able to make the sure save and stop Beatrice. And Johnny Beatrice, there he is. Win or lose, he's playing his last game. Let's look at this play once again. Beatrice just saves the puck and goes on sides, makes a great move there. You can see Katropa lost the puck down there. He was able to cover up.
Face off, left side of Katropa. Beatrice wins the draw. Beatrice sends it back to Brad Whitman at the point, shoots it way wide. Playing the far corner, De Palma for Brick, clears it to center. on the stick of Murphy. Murphy chasing it in. Makes the move. Mayer steers it behind the net. Picked off there by Dennis Maloney, who starts back for Livingston. Now Whitman shoots it in behind the net. Puck bounces off the boards. Alex De Palma for Brick. Sends it to center. Pass intended for Murphy. Murphy has it one-on-one with Brad Whitman. Murphy going to the near side, and Mayer steers it across. And the puck comes back to center zone. And Dossie looks for Murphy. Intercepted by Beatrice. 1-on-3. Beatrice winds up, deflected. Off of Honecker's knee pad. And back to center ice. Mike Garino on the left wing coming in. Bumped off the play. Puck loose behind the net. Picked off by Doreski. Livingston with a 2-on-1. This is Tracy. Has Beatrice on his right. Tracy goes in. He shoots. Save made. And we get a whistle. And that is it for the second period of play. Wow. What a second period of play in the finals of the New Jersey State High School Hockey Championship. The score, Brick nothing, Livingston nothing. We'll be back with the in-between period show in just a moment.
The Vial of Life is an emergency medical intervention program. All Essex County residents who are 60 years and over, or anyone who has been medically diagnosed as having a chronic illness or disability, is eligible to participate. This program is provided as a public service and is free of charge. To participate, all you have to do is pick up a pre-registration form at either the health department or at your local pharmacy. Fill it out and bring it to the health department to receive your vial. The Vial of Life program has been in effect since May 8, 1979. By participating, you will have potentially life-saving information which will be easily accessible in the event of an emergency. The Bloomfield Health Department is open for registration daily from 9:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. For more information, please call 743-4400 extension 207.
Back at South Mountain Arena, we're between the second and third periods of the state championship hockey game. The score, Livingston nothing, Brick nothing. To my left, the league statistician for the New Jersey Interscholastic Hockey League, Tony Del Tufo. And Tony, what'd you think of the action in the first two periods?
Very fast, hard-hitting, and clean play.
Do you think Brick's playing as well as they have all season long?
Yes, I have. Brick always manages to win by one goal, and they hang in the game. They keep coming at you.
These two teams have to know a lot about each other at this point of the season. They've met twice this year, but in the past years, they've met as many as 4 or 5 times.
Right. These players, they meet one another in the high school leagues. They also meet one another in junior hockey, midget hockey, and it seems like every time they step on the ice, they see one another.
Regular season, Brick finished on top with 28 points. 3 teams were tied for second with 23. Is this one of the most balanced year ever in New Jersey Interscholastic Hockey League play?
The league was very balanced this year, and it's going to be that way in the years to come because a lot of these teams are using sophomores and juniors.
One of the new philosophies this year was to have the A division teams play the B division team, and for those games to count in the overall record. Do you think this is something that worked out?
Well, it was even for everybody, but in the future, with 3 or 4 more teams coming into the league, I feel as though the B division will stay within the B, and the A will play more A games against one another, and the competition is going to be great. I'm looking forward to next season.
Tony, you become the master of stats. You've kept everything down to anything you can name of for all these players in the New Jersey Interscholastic Hockey League. How did you get involved in keeping the statistic?
Well, I was a referee in the league for 12 years. When I got into managing a rink, I felt as though refereeing and managing a rink was a dual purpose, and to stay with the league, I decided to lend a hand in doing the stats for the league.
You, of course, work out of Branch Brook Park. What are some of the other rinks that are utilized for New Jersey Interscholastic Hockey League play?
Okay, we have South Mountain Arena, Branch Brook Ice Center, Ice World over in Totowa, the Montclair Rink, the Brick Forum, and also the Ironbound Ice Rink.
What do you think we can expect in this third period? Do you think Brick is going to come out to play?
Brick is going to come out. They're a third period team, and I feel as though the team that gets the first goal will pull it out.
Do you feel these two teams here tonight are the best two teams in New Jersey?
Yes, they are. They are very close in the stats, and also they're just great to watch.
Tony Del Tufo, we've appreciated your help with statistics all season long. Thank you and continued good luck.
Thank you, Bruce.
Tony Del Tufo, the league statistician of the New Jersey Interscholastic Hockey League. We're between the second and third periods of play in the New Jersey Hockey League Championship. The score, Brick nothing, Livingston nothing. We'll be back with more hockey in just a moment.
You're late for a very important date.
No time to say hello, goodbye. You're late, you're late, you're late. You're late for a very important date.
No time to say hello, goodbye.
You're late, you're late, you're late, you're late, you're late. You're late.
Important date? You bet. He's just one of the thousands of men and women who serve America part-time. I'm just one of the thousands of employers and supervisors who support their efforts full-time. We're all proud of our people who serve America and its democratic traditions. Why don't you join the employer support of the Garden Reserve program? Keep the curtain raised on democracy. You're on.
I'm late for the very important date. No time to...
Snyder back at South Mountain Arena, and that is the story so far. A scoreless hockey game between two of the best in the state, Brick and Livingston, and this will be the final 15, barring overtime. And here's a look at the statistics so far.
Shots on goal, you can see Livingston with a slight edge. 8 penalties, though, have been called, 4 on each team. Livingston has had 4 power plays. Brick has had 3. There's 29 seconds left to go on the Livingston penalty that's being served by Carl Shalea right now. A 2-minute cross-check at the 13:29 mark of the second period. And then there's 2 minutes and 29 seconds to go on the double minors that were served by number 9, Frank D'Amico of Brick. He went off for 2 minutes for roughing and 2 minutes at holding, also at 13:29. So what will happen in 29 seconds, barring another penalty being called in the interim, Bruce, is that Livingston will have a 2-man advantage. And I can't agree more with Tony Del Tufo. That first goal is going to be a real big one in this game.
It will actually only be a 1-man advantage.
What'd I say, 2?
Yes.
Okay, 1-man advantage.
1-man advantage. It has been good hockey. Livingston, I believe, Jeff, has really forechecked extremely well all night long, and the Brick offense has been stalled somewhat.
They have. It really seems that the Brick is having problems getting their offense going. We have said throughout the telecast, Brick is a third-period hockey team, and here they are right here. Third period, state championship on the line. Boy, you could see the Brick players, the intensity as they all huddle around the goaltender, Emilio Catropa.
I think our director, Ed DeFalma, wanted me to look at their goaltender, and all of a sudden 20 other bodies came over and piled on. And there across the way, the Livingston end. Jim Mayer has been just spectacular in goal.
He has. He really has. A 2.0 goals against in the States, and he has been, as Bruce said, fantastic in the nets tonight, making many a tough save. Brick may not have had that many good shots on goal, but they have had good scoring opportunity shots on goal. And that is what really counts, and Mayer has been equal to the task, as has Emilio Catropa. He has been acrobatic in the nets, and a 1.5 goals against coming into the States. Brick, of course, the best defensive team in the state at 1.3, 8.3 goals against, and Livingston score coming in, averaging a little under 8 goals a game. Third period action, Bruce, here we go.
And behind the net, Brick in the white jersey tops, Livingston in the green jersey tops. Final period of play. Hard slap shot by Garino. Behind the net it goes, and we will get a stoppage of play.
In 5 seconds, Livingston will have the man advantage as the holding penalty. A look at Brick throughout the years, the Gordon Cup in 74, 75, 76, 79, and of course in 1980, state championships in 76, 77. West Essex was the winner in 78, and Brick wins it in 1979.
Face off to the right side of Jim Mayer. Beatrice will draw along with Chris Murphy. Murphy gets it back to the point. Shot by Honecker, deflected, picked off by Beatrice, hits it off the boards, and here comes Dennis Maloney. Maloney on the left side to Whitman. He goes in, shoots, save made. Loose in front, still loose it. Finally cleared back to the red line. Oh, amazing opportunity that time. Whitman shoots it in behind the net. On top of it is Joe Honecker. Steers it to the boards. Now back to the blue line. Livingston trying to keep the pressure on the shot. Deflected. Still loose in front. Brad Whitman gets up the shot. Save Katropa, and he holds on. Oh, my.
Livingston putting on a lot of pressure. Let's take a look at the first play coming in. Scott Whitman came in off the bench, and all of a sudden there he was on a 2-on-1. Whitman came in. Katropa made the sprawling save. The rebound by Tracy. He could not get a stick on it. It was cleared off to the side. Livingston putting early pressure on here in the third.
Livingston will have the man advantage for 1 minute and 30 seconds here in the third period. 13:58 to go in the game. Puck loose behind the net. Scott Bovino sends it out to number 8, Mike Areno, who clears it back into the Livingston zone. Ronnie Schaefer regroups for the Lancers. Schaefer sends it up to Beatrice. Bumped off the play by Garino. Puck loose on the near board. Picked off there by Alex Sapalma. Offside called. On the left side was Mike Garino, went in a little bit too quick, and he was whistled down by Armstrong.
You try to straddle the blue line. That's an old secret hockey players like to do. They try and get their skate right on that blue line and kind of straddle alongside of it.
And the Ed Purdy years at Livingston in 77, you can see 18-3, 78 a good season, 79 the one season that they didn't do all that well. And this year, of course, you know how they've done. And under Ed Purdy, he's done a masterful job with Livingston's program. And we will get an offside called against the Lancers with 47 seconds to go on the penalty. 13-18 to go in the period. No score from South Mountain Arena. This is it, the finals of the New Jersey High School Hockey Championship. And a tremendous crowd on hand this evening to see hockey. And you might see some empty seats, but this is a rather big arena, and there are plenty of people who have come out to catch this excellent caliber of play. Face off to the right side of Mayer. Chris Murphy and Joe Tracy. Puck picked off by Tracy. Across the blue line. Tracy carrying in, bumped into the board. Good check by Murphy. Puck loose by Terry, looks in front, and finally cleared the length of the ice by Dale Cordy.
Good play by Katropa, knocking the puck ahead to his defenseman who had the open territory to send the puck down the ice.
This is Joe Tracy, 20 seconds to go in the Brick penalty. Marked by Terry, goes in, he shoots, save Katropa. Loose, still in front, and carrying out of the zone now. Mike Garino. Garino gets by one man, goes in, shoots, save made. Mayer with the save. End-to-end action, and Katropa and Mayer equal to the task.
And some pushing and shoving between Brian Whitman of Livingston and number 15 is Alex DePalma. Brad Whitman, I should say. Brad Whitman of Livingston. Let's take a look at that save one more time on the replay. Garino coming in. He breaks through to the fence, and a sprawling save by Mayer, who has been fantastic in the nets tonight.
Brad Whitman will go off with a tripping penalty for Livingston. So Brick will have the man advantage for 2 minutes. 12:28 to go in this hockey game.
And Bruce, you can sense Brick waking up a little bit in this third period. They have put some pressure on. They were able to kill off that penalty. And you can see they just seem to be playing with a lot more inspiration right now.
Face off left side of Mayer. Draw one by Beatrice. Sends it back to Shalea. Bumped in the corners and tied up by Dale Cordy, and we'll get a face off.
Each team pushing and shoving. You know, you can feel it every time a player goes in and has a shot on goal. You can just feel the charge, the electricity, intensity going on in this game right now. Every shot so important, so is every face-off.
Another face-off, Mayer. Ooh, a shot on goal by Nick DePalma. Almost surprised Mayer. And Livingston clears the length of the ice. 1:40 to go in the penalty.
Face-offs in a 0-0 game become so important as you try and gain control of that puck and set up a good
Cordy
scoring
across the
opportunity.
red line, across the blue line. Cordy carrying in with the backhand. Bumped off the play by Shalea. Good defensive play. Wolfenson tied up behind the net by Pete Burke. And we will get a face-off, this time to the right side of Jim Mayer.
Brick making wholesale changes now as an entire new team comes out.
11:55 to go in this third period. We're scoreless. Brick will have the man advantage for another minute and 27 seconds with Brad Whitman of Livingston in the box. Behind the net carrying is Chris Murphy. Murphy looks in front. Bumped off the play by Wolfenson. Murphy watched by Wolfenson right on top of him. He had his jersey for a moment. Center in front, but McIntyre couldn't get the stick down. From the point, the deflection off the screen by Honecker, still loose behind the net. Doug Ira carrying. Ira looks in front, nobody there. Garino battling in the far side. Tracy looking to clear out for Livingston, and he does. Out to Beatrice. 1-on-2 across the blue line. The drive a little bit wide, left side. Trickles off the board. Doug Ira starts back. Tracy kicks it off and shoots it in. Beatrice gets the stick down again. Bumped off the play. Brick with 40 seconds to go in this penalty starts out. Murphy across the red line. Dumps it in. Mayer kicks it off to the far board. Lonnie Schaefer centers it. Intercepted by Vivino. Kick saved by Mayer, and a beauty.
That was his best one of the game, Bruce. That was a tremendous kick save.
Lonnie Schaefer coming out of the Livingston zone. 19 seconds on the penalty to Brad Whitman. Intercepted at center ice by Vivino. Vivino plays to the left wing. This is D'Amico. Back to Picat. Picat goes in, shoots deflected, and into the crowd. Lonnie Schaefer put enough of a stick on Picat to force the errant shot.
We'll get a chance to look at that save by Mayer again. What a great save and a hard shot coming up at the point. Livingston trying to clear the puck out. The puck is intercepted. It came in, and look at those instincts. Very, very quick reflexes by the goalie, Jim Mayer.
6 seconds left in the Livingston penalty to Brad Whitman. 10:34 in period number 3. We're still scoreless. Picat battling for the faceoff, taken away by Don Julik. Julik across the red line. Julik bumped off the play by Vivino, who was all over the ice. And Vivino sends it back into the Livingston zone. That's Alex DePalma, bumped off the play, picked off by Lonnie Schaefer. Play back at center. Julik looking to regroup and set up the Lancers. Julik across the red line. Across the blue line. Julik carrying in on the left side. He has Jeff Peacock. Play in the corner. Peacock battling there with Vivino. And we will get a face-off to the right side of Emilio Cotropa.
This is the line of the future for Livingston out there now. Julik, only a sophomore. Peacock and Goret, they'll all be back next season. Goret and Peacock are juniors. Of course, they're losing the nucleus in Johnny Beatrice. He's going to be going. Look across the sideline. Brick coach Bob Oriema.
That's it.
I got
back
it.
the shot, a weak shot, deflected by Jeff Peacock. And let's see, we may get another penalty here. Nope, an offside called against Livingston. No penalty, 9:56 to go, third period of play, no score. This is the finals of the New Jersey High School Hockey Championship. Peacock fighting for it on the near boards, he's hit hard. Puck picked off by Julik, carrying behind the net, looks in front, and Cotropa with some help from Honecker steers it to the board. And we'll get a face-off. A little extra pushing and shoving in that corner. Jeff Peacock and Nick DePalma going at it.
Tempers have been short all night, Bruce. There's been a lot of extracurricular activity going on after the whistles.
But it has been a clean game in the sense of really no cheap shots.
No, it has. It just, the amount of penalties that have been called really shows that each team is playing a hard, aggressive game. They're going after the puck. They are really hustling in the corners. That's why the penalties are
on the draw. Livingston's Lonnie Schaefer shoots it in the shot. Deflected in front, still loose. Goret there, looks for Peacock. Julik just missed it. And Brick will start back out. Chris Murphy across the red line. looking on the left wing. McIntyre a little bit behind the play. Puck picked off by Lon Schaefer. And coming back on the left for Livingston. Julich, the shot, Petropa deflected it and finally hung on.
Clock winding down now, again pushing and shoving in front of the net as the whistle blows the play dead. 9:13 to go, third period, no score. And Bruce, people sometimes might complain about a game not being a high-scoring game. This is as good a hockey game as can be played, and it's a 0-0 score.
The last time these two teams played at South Mountain Arena, Livingston, the same type of situation. It was 2-2. Then all of a sudden Brick went up 4-2, and they kept coming in on goal, and Katropa just kept stopping shot after shot.
He has been a marvel in the nets tonight, as has Jim Mayer for Livingston.
Zareski of Livingston sends it on the right side for Denny Maloney, but it's picked off by the Red Dragons. Savina, errant pass, picked off by Livingston. Right wing Den Maloney, bumped off the play, picked off by Mike Carino. Carino carries across the blue line, a slap shot wide. Trickles out to Vavina. Shoots it in, deflected to Beatrice. Beatrice losing it momentarily. Puck still loose. Livingston almost had a 2-on-1 situation. Left wing Garino. Garino bumped by Zareski. Garino looking to center out. It goes back to center ice where Kevin Stevens regroups for the Red Dragons.
And Kevin Stevens made a nice play on that 2-on-1 possibility the last time by Livingston as he stripped Johnny Beatrice of the puck and broke up the play.
Zareski to Keith Simon. Simon shoots it in. Beatrice chasing it down. Also back there, Piantadosi of Brick. Piantadosi fighting for it behind the net. Has the better of the play. Now Beatrice takes it away, has Simons in front. Beatrice looks to center, but the puck really didn't get on Simon's stick in time. Now Simon sends it to Beatrice. Winds around the board, chasing it down Denny Maloney. Picked off by Richie McIntyre. Here come the Green Dragons. McIntyre puts it on the stick of Murphy. Bumped off the play. McIntyre behind the net, looks in front, and we're going to get a penalty coming up. On the right side, some pushing and shoving between Mark Vitari of Livingston and Doug Ira of Brick.
I think the goal was knocked free of its post.
Livingston, number 12.
Penalty is coming up on Livingston.
Mark Vitari is going off for 2 minutes, and with 7:48 left in this contest, the Green Dragons will have the man advantage. Vitari, who's had an outstanding season, 17 points, 4 goals, and 13 assists.
Cross-checking the penalty, 7:12 the time of this third period.
Is that our second penalty in this period?
Yes, both have come against Livingston.
Off the draw, Shalea looks to clear out and does. Back into the Brick zone. Regrouping is Joey Honecker. Honecker plays it off the boards to Pat Burke. Good forechecking by Joe Tracy of Livingston. This is Dale Cordy. Back it goes to Piantadosi. Piantadosi, pass intercepted. Shot into the left side. Piantadosi chases it down.
Brick bench was screaming for a penalty on that play at center ice. Looked like his man was tripped, but they didn't call it.
Nick DePalma, the deflected shot. Off the glove of Mayer and into the crowd. And that one almost caught Mayer by surprise. He put out the glove just in time, deflected it, and off it went.
Did he just got his glove on it. Minute 23 to go in the penalty. There you see the Brick bench. They were screaming. And they were laying across the front of the bench trying to get the attention of referee Ron Armstrong, but Armstrong did not see the play and did not call the penalty.
Face off left side of Mayer. On the draw, it comes back to Kevin Stevens, shoots it in. Hustling on the left side, DePalma. DePalma looking in front. Poke check by Wolfenson. Shot goes wide. Back to the